Hi everyone, my name is Ezin Bachioma. Today I'll be presenting the summary of the book Compound Effects by Darren Hardy. So in the Compound Effects, it's a personal development and self-improvement book that teaches us one major lesson. Small consistent actions repeated over time produce extraordinary results. In this book, Darren Hardy is talking about how little consistent actions produce extraordinary results with time. So the author explains that success does not happen overnight. Instead, it comes from the small, consistent choices we make every day. These choices may seem insignificant at first, but with time, they build up and determine our future. The book is divided into 6 main chapters, and each chapter explains a different principle of achieving success. The first chapter is the compound effect in action. The first chapter in the compound effect is talking about action. Darren Hardy introduces the idea of the compound effect. He explains that just as money grows through compound interest, our daily habits grow over time. A small positive action, such as reading 10 pages of a book every day, may not seem important today, but after 1 year, it leads to a great amount of knowledge. Likewise, small negative habits, such as procrastinating or wasting time, may seem harmless at first, but over time, they can lead to failure. The lesson from this chapter is that every small decision matters because it shapes our future. The second chapter is choices. Hardy explains that we are responsible for the lives we live because our choices determine our results. Many people blame circumstances, luck, or other people for their problems, but the author encourages us to take responsibility for our actions. He advises readers to become aware of their daily habits by tracking how they spend their time, money, and energy. Once we become aware of our habits, we can replace bad choices with better ones. This chapter teaches us that changing our choices is the first step towards changing our lives. So, moving to the third chapter, it's talking about habits. Hardy explains that habits control much of what we do every day. Good habit leads towards success, while bad habits keeps us from reaching our goals. He suggests that instead of trying to change everything at once, we should focus on changing one habit at a time. He also recommends creating routines, setting reminders, and regarding ourselves for maintaining positive habits. The main lesson is that our habits determine the quality of our future. So this chapter 3 now is talking about habits. It's trying to tell us that Hardy here is trying to tell us that everything we are doing with habits is going, whether good or bad. The good ones lead us towards success, and the bad ones will keep us from reaching our goals. Yeah, so moving to chapter 4, we'll talk about momentum. In this chapter, Hardy fondly called it Big Mo. So this chapter explains that consistency creates momentum. Hardy compared momentum to pushing a heavy car. Like for instance, now it is difficult to move a heavy car, but after continuous effort, the car begins to roll, and which makes it easier. Okay, it makes it easier to keep moving. In the same way, success becomes easier once we develop good habits and remain consistent. The author here is talking about how momentum also can be destroyed by laziness, inconsistency, procrastination. He emphasizes that discipline is more reliable than motivation because motivation changes, but discipline keeps us moving forward. So, chapter 5 here is talking about influences. Darren Hardy explains that our environment greatly affects our success. He identifies 3 major influences. The first is input, which includes the book we read, the videos we watch, and the information we consume. So he's trying to say that input is like anything we see, it stores in our brain. Whatever we read stores in our brain. Whatever we watch stores in our brain. And the information we consume to everything stores in our brain. So the second is associations, meaning the people we spend the time with. If we spend time with positive and hardworking people, we begin to adapt to what they do. But when we spend time with negative people, they can discourage us and also kill our momentum. So the third one is our environment, which includes our surroundings and daily lifestyle. Hardy advises us to protect our minds from negative influences and surround ourselves with people and information that support our goals. Okay, in this part, he's talking about our environment now. If we are surrounded with people that doesn't know when to do their things, maybe they procrastinate a lot and the rest. Like he's trying to tell us that if we follow their footsteps, we might not reach our goals. But when we surround ourselves with people that know what they are doing and they are consistent to whatever they are doing to reach their goals, we are going to also follow their footsteps and be able to reach our goals too. So we're in the final chapter, and that chapter is talking about acceleration. In this chapter, the author explains that successful people always do more than what is expected. They continue learning, improving, and working hard, even after achieving success. Hardy encourages readers to develop a strong work ethic and avoid becoming comfortable with average performance. He explains that small extra efforts made consistently separate successful people from ordinary people. Continuous improvement is the key to long-term success. Okay, this chapter now, he's trying to explain that acceleration is going to make us like it's going to like distinguish the the consistent people from the ordinary people. Like acceleration now is going to make that consistency to increase and take us and push us forward from the ordinary people. Yeah. So there are several important lessons that Darren Hardy wants readers to remember throughout the book. So first, success is not achieved overnight. You can never achieve success overnight. It's not done anyway. So it's you can only achieve it through small, consistent actions, momentum, acceleration, and the rest. First, okay, it is the result of small actions repeated consistently over time. Second, our daily choices determine our future. Whatever we do every day, we are getting close to our future. So whatever we do and whatever we are like doing every day is going to make us reach our goal. Third, good habits are more powerful than temporary motivation. You cannot just sit down and be motivating yourself every day while you're not doing anything. Good and consistent habits will make you to reach your goal. Fourth, consistency creates momentum, making success easier to achieve. While you're consistent to whatever you're doing, if you have momentum, it's going to be easier for you. It's going to be easier for you. So fifth, the people we associate with and the information we consume have a strong influence in our lives. Whenever we find ourselves, we have to make sure that people that we are with are good and are the ones that know what they are doing. We can't follow people that are procrastinating a lot and so finally we should always be willing to put in extra effort and continue improving ourselves. That's talking about acceleration. We have to keep pushing forward. It doesn't happen overnight. We have to keep pushing forward. So as a nursing student, I found this book very inspiring because nursing requires discipline, patience, consistency, and continuous learning. I can't just wake up one day and say, okay, let me go to the hospital and go and start working as a nurse. No, it requires discipline, consistency, continuous learning for me to get to wherever I want to get to. We cannot become excellent nurses by studying only before examinations. We become successful by attending lectures regularly, practicing our clinical skills, reading every day, and improving little by little. These small daily efforts eventually become excellent results. The lesson in this book can also be applied to business, education, relationships, health, and personal growth. Whether someone wants to become a doctor, engineer, entrepreneur, teacher, or athlete, the principle remains the same. Small positive actions repeated consistently will eventually produce remarkable success. In conclusion, the compound effect teaches us that there are no shortcuts to success. Every decision we make today affects our future. By making wise choices, building positive habits, remaining consistent, surrounding ourselves with positive influences, and always striving to improve, we can achieve our goals and become successful in every area of our life. My biggest lesson from this book is that success is not about doing one extraordinary thing. It is about doing ordinary things extraordinarily well every single day. It doesn't happen overnight. No, it's small, consistent actions that produce excellent results. Thank you for listening. I hope this presentation has helped you understand the main ideas in the compound effect by Darren Hardy. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.